Today our focus really is that we are going to be using our academic language scripts and our word bank words. So I just want to point them out to you again. They are going to be up on the screen for us to use, but again we have our expressing an opinion, building on what others say, and our disagreeing scripts here. And our word bank words we have up against the wall right here. Our words that we generated when we were reading our texts after we watched our video clips and we generated this list yesterday. This is the one we're going to be using. We want to make sure we're using these academic words. Okay, these are the words that we felt were super important when we were reading, that we identified. We want to make sure that these are being used, our vocabulary words, when we're speaking in our opinions when we're talking today. Okay? So, can I have an academic risk taker to read our philosophical issue for today? Fernando.
People should be able to choose which genetic traits their children will be given through the process of in vitro fertilization.
Perfect. Thank you, Fernando. Okay, so I need everyone to open up in your interactive notebooks. We should be on, I believe, page 53, R and L. Now, we haven't really taken time to individually decide which position we really are in. We've been taking in a lot of information. We know that there are some people who feel one way and some people who feel the opposite way. But we haven't taken time to think about it individually for ourselves. So that's what we're going to do right now. I want you to look over all of your pros list, all of your cons list. I'm going to give you some time to right now think by yourself. Do you disagree or agree with the statement that people should be able to choose the genetic traits for their children through in vitro fertilization? So I'm going to give you a couple minutes. I just want you to think. Do you agree or disagree with that statement? And what evidence have you generated that supports your position? Okay, so I want you to think right now, individually. If you want to, you can interact with your pros and cons list and circle any keywords or underline some main ideas that really help support that opinion for you, your stance that you're taking. So you can go ahead and interact if that's going to help you think better, looking at your pros and cons list. Okay, you guys, I'm going to call you back in 3, eyes up here, 2, focus, and 1. Okay, so before we get into our positions, I just want to give you a chance to practice. So I want you to read your best piece of evidence to your partner. Again, we should be using our academic language, which should sound something like, I feel that people should be able to choose traits, or I don't believe that people should be able to choose traits because, and they give that one piece of evidence that you really feel really supports the opinion that you've decided to take. Okay? So, and go.
In my opinion, I think people should not do in vitro fertilization because only rich people are able to do this.
I agree with you, but I would like to add on that there could be pressure on the kid.
I think parents shouldn't be able to also, I have another idea that parents shouldn't be able to choose their kids' trait because it's against some people's beliefs about life.
I feel that people should get to choose their genetic traits because how someone raises their children is their business. If it isn't hurting anyone, why not do it now?
Okay, so I heard a lot of great things being shared. You guys are using a lot of evidence, a lot of academic language. I heard a lot of words being used in your definitions and your explanations of why you felt a certain way, so I really, really loved that. So right now we're going to move into our positions. So if you agree that people should be able to choose what genetic traits their children have, you're going to be in this aisle right here. If you, however, feel, no, I don't believe that that's right, people should not be able to choose their genetic traits, then you guys are going to line up in this aisle right here. Okay? You need to take your notebooks with you. You need to tuck your chairs underneath. Make sure there's nothing on the floor for people to trip on. Go. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm so excited about starting, you guys. Do we have an academic risk taker who'd like to start us off for today with our philosophical issue? Diana?
I agree that people should choose their traits for their children because I believe that one pro is that they can choose the gender of the baby. So if there's too much boys, they can choose a girl, and there's many girls, they can choose a boy.
I agree with Diana because we shouldn't bury our heads with all these new advances that technology is giving us.
Okay. It looks like we've come to a sticking point right now. It looks like we need some time to partner talk. Do we need some time to partner talk? Okay, so what I need you to do right now is I should see you looking at your resources. Not talking yet, we're looking at our resources. I want you to think about how we can build on what Jesus or what Diana had shared, or how we could disagree with what Jesus or what Diana had shared. So I'm going to give you some think time right now, about a minute. I should see you in your resources, looking at your text, looking at your pros and cons list. I'm going to give you about a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to talk to your partners right now. I should hear things like, I disagree with Jesus' statement because, or maybe we can build on what one of them said. I agree with what Diana stated because, so I'm going to give you about a couple seconds right now to turn to your partners and have a conversation so we can continue our debate right now. So go ahead, talk to your partners.
So with the technology we have, it could prevent children from having specific diseases.
And I also agree with Jesus because the patient should choose what happens to her body. Because other people can't tell her how to raise her child.
I don't think people should choose their children's genetic traits because who gets to say certain traits are better than others?
I agree because there is no guarantee that the child will be what the parents wanted.
I agree with you guys because only the rich people can do it, and it won't be fair that the poor people can't.
If you have the money to choose your gender of your child and stuff, why not use it if you're not hurting anybody?
Okay, you guys, I'm going to ask for your attention back. Eyes up here. 3, focus. 2, mouths closed. Eyes up here in 1. Thank you. Now, do I have someone who can build on or disagree with what Jesus or Diana stated? Viviana, why don't we start with you?
I see your guys' point, but who's to say certain traits are better than others? This could lead to discrimination.
Okay, Fernando.
In my perspective, I think that the parent should have the full control over how they want their child to look like and the specific traits that they want them to have.
Marcelo?
I see your point, but who's to say that a trait is better than another trait?
I agree with Marcella because parents should like the way their kids are born.
Thank you, Maria. I love how you built on what he said by adding a new piece of information to improve that statement, the conversation. Thank you very much. Emily?
I agree with Marcelo and Maria because there's no guarantee the child will be what the parents wanted.
Okay. Michael hasn't spoken yet, so let's let Michael go.
Emily, I see what you're saying, that sometimes the kids don't come out how the parents wanted. However, I disagree with your statement because what if the parents have too many girls or boys and they want the opposite of what they have?
Not fair that only rich people can do it.
Okay, I like where you're going. That's a wonderful piece of evidence, but let's try re-saying it in a complete sentence and maybe using some of our academic language. Why don't we look at our word bank and see if there's some academic language we can fold into that sentence.
I don't agree that parents should choose their children's genetic traits because it's not going to be fair that only rich people can do it and not poor.
Thank you. Diana?
Another problem that I believe that the parents should choose their traits of their children is that it can prevent children from having disease. In sense of 10 and desiring babies are ethical. A recent U.S. survey suggests most people support the notion of building a better baby when it comes to eliminating serious disease. This shows that people agree that this selection helps to prevent serious disease from children.
Thank you. I love how Diana looked at our word bank, looked at a few words that she might be able to fold into our sentence. She used selection, she used disease. She also referenced the text by citing a specific line. So she was using all of our resources. We have heard a lot of great positions from this side and from this side. A lot of great evidence supporting both of those positions so far. So I really want you to think, has anyone said anything that made you kind of reflect and think, I don't know if I agree with the side that I'm on right now any longer? If you don't agree, you guys know you can always get up and move whenever you'd like during our debate. But right now I want you to think for about 20 seconds. Has your mind been changed? Do you now feel more strongly towards the opposite position than where you do right now? If that's the case, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think. If that's the case, why don't you move across right now? So if you feel like you need to move, if you feel like your opinion has changed, you can go ahead and move. If you feel like you want to move, Cyber, go ahead and move. And now that we've moved and we have new people on new sides, even if it was a small switch, that's okay. I want you guys to get regrounded again in our text and in our pros and cons. So why don't you turn to your partners or your triads and have one more conversation about what evidence do you have that really supports the position. Since you really feel strongly about staying where you are, you should be able to find some more evidence to support your position. So take about 10 more seconds to talk to your partners right now. Look at your evidence. What evidence can you add? What evidence hasn't been spoken yet that we've talked about, that we've read, that we've heard in our videos? What else can we use?
Parents should be able to use this kind of technology because it can prevent diseases, and why have a piece of technology that can prevent diseases and you're not going to use it?
I think that I agree with Jason about the people should choose their parents should choose their kids' traits so they can take out diseases so that the kids don't have trouble with diseases or anything.
I agree with you because I would like to know if this is even fair for the kid that would be born.
Or is it even fair for other people who are not able to do this? Like, because this costs a lot of money. The rich people were going to have supposedly better traits than others, and who's to say that which trait is better?
Okay, you guys, I'm going to bring you back. Eyes up here, focus, 3, mouth closed, 2. Here we go, 1. Okay, now that you've had time to talk, is there anyone else that can start us off right now? Okay, Damien, why don't you start us off? Okay, you guys, I am so immensely proud of what we accomplished during our philosophical debate. You guys were able to use our academic language scripts. You guys were able to cite text. You guys were able to pull in words from our academic word bank to strengthen your evidence, to support your positions. You guys moved when your minds were changed, when your position changed. I am very, very proud of you, and I'm sure you are very proud of your progress as well. So go ahead and turn to your partner really quickly and give them one high five.
High five.
Now, the paper that I had you take out is for our reflection today. So go ahead at the top of it, you can label it ticket out the door. It's going to be our ticket out the door today. Okay, you guys, I am so proud of you guys again, and you guys should really, really be proud of yourself. So go ahead and pack up and hustle to your next class, but don't forget to give me a reflection on the way out the door.